Good evening, listeners. It is the first week of August, and welcome back to another episode of TNHU's Discussion Podcasts. Tonight, I'm joined by Michael Clark, one of the creative minds at TNHU, and we will be talking loosely, casually, about a couple impressions this year's big Southern Californian Conventions left with us. No, but yeah, E3 this year wasn't as great as I hoped it to be.
Well, because
Like literally, the only thing that probably popped the whole year is probably because of the fact that we were all so hyped to hear about the Xbox One, Xbox One X.
everyone's
Scorpio.
basically trying to have their own convention and release their special stuff on their own convention.
Right.
Just like, PlayStation has, or Sony has their
Sony experience, PlayStation experience,
PSX,
mm-hmm.
and I'm still extra hyped for Last of Us 2. And that's going to be in like 2 years.
And they're saying that it might be in Seattle because of the concept art or something.
I don't care where it is.
I don't care either. It's their writing.
I just want
their
it.
writing is really good.
Yeah.
And it's one of those games where it's like, yeah, it's a horror survival genre, but at the same time, it's not.
It's an action game.
Yeah, it's like I respect it because they respect you. Because I remember when I was playing it, I always expected, oh my god, there's gonna be a jump scare right here, and it's gonna be awful, and they're just gonna scare me. I'm putting what's it called, that vending machine. Do you remember that when you drop down and you have to push that vending machine?
Oh, whenever you have, yeah.
And then I swear that something was gonna grab you on your way through that vending machine, but no.
No, yeah, they had some really good writing. Like,
Yeah, they need to.
like the whole thing where when you play Ellie by because Joel's like all sick and dying.
I haven't finished that yet.
The first.
Oh no! I was thinking of the prequel one.
Oh,
where Ellie was with
No, I'm talking
I haven't
about
played that one yet.
when, like, in the actual first game where like you
Yeah,
get caught up by the cannibals.
and you're in the snow.
Oh man, that was my favorite.
What it wasn't it? The reason why Joel was injured was when he fell off those.
Yeah, he got stabbed through.
Right by that that wrought iron thing.
Yeah, at the school.
Yeah. And he fell off 4 stories or something.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was good. And then they discovered something there.
No,
or
and
something.
then
There was a recording they were listening to, and then you were just like, oh my god.
and that's when the DLC kicked in, and after the DLC is basically when it picked up again in the regular game.
Yep. Man.
No, it just that had like the perfect everything for the graphics were gorgeous, the gameplay was dope.
Mm-hmm.
The
Naughty
aiming was a
Dog-
little iffy, but it's a third person, so
Well, and it's also survival, so they
Yeah.
don't want you to have full control.
yeah.
Because like Uncharted kind of gives you more control than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us doesn't.
No, but that
God, if you think about it, Naughty Dog started with Crash Bandicoot.
and it was a dope game.
It was a dope game. I remember playing Warped all day. Dude, I still play Warped to this day.
Did you Did you get the?
Yeah, I got the Insane
Insanity trilogy or something like that.
Yeah, the Insane trilogy. It's good because it's really interesting because they actually didn't just redo
The
or
graphics.
they just didn't port it. They
Yeah.
actually redid the whole thing. And it's funny because it's part of the splash in the beginning of the game. You see old school Crash, and he bumps one of the boxes and it goes into the machine that has the logo for the people that redid the port, and it goes in all blocky and stuff, and it comes out brand new, like nice and modern, and he decides to jump into that thing again, and that's when you see him. So yeah, everything is revamped, the controls and the graphics, but it's the same game, same exact game. I was playing through Warp the other day. Man, but yeah, other than that, I think the only things that really got me excited for this year was Monster Hunter World
and Spider-Man.
and Spider-Man.
And
Anthem.
And Anthem.
And
Which is only for what, the Xbox X?
Yeah, because they teased it in the Ubi panel, or no, EA panel. They did it in the EA panel, and then they said look out for more for tomorrow at the Microsoft panel.
So yeah, that one looks dope. That one has the most Iron Man feels.
Yeah. See, the only thing that I'm curious about is if it's a mandatory online game or if it's a drop in drop out co-op. Because they came in as if they needed 4 people. I wonder if you could have only AIs for the other 3 players.
Oh, I think it's gonna be you're by yourself, and then if you need to do something with more than, that's when you just call on someone. I don't think there's gonna be any.
Because I'm sick of all those
any AI
mandatory online MMO like stuff. I'm done with that. I want to enjoy. Yeah, man. I mean, like Destiny 2, I thought was gonna be a big leap forward. I was playing the beta the other day, and I was just like, it's the same thing, just with a different place to start out. Actually, honestly, it's the same place that you start out. It's just destroyed. It's still the Guardian HQ. It's just destroyed.
Yeah, I got tired of it.
Yeah.
It was just.
I mean, I'm gonna probably play it for the sake of playing it, but it's not something that I'm truly excited for.
I mean, I'd play it if my brother bought it or something, just so I could test it out, see what's different. But I don't know, Destiny never really caught on. I think.
Honestly, it would have been a lot stronger for me if it were a drop-in co-op like Halo experience. Because the story, the lore, it makes so much sense. The art style, the way they did it, I really like. I really like the idea of Destiny. It's like an open world, friggin' first-person shooter by region, and there's a lot of things to explore and find. But at the same time, you can't get the entire experience unless you finish raids and dungeons and instances that require a lot of MMO type, things. So that, honestly, I'm whatever. I played a little bit of the beta from the solo part to the multiplayer. And
I think I'm more. I think the thing that I'm looking in video games now is more story. Right.
The writing, the gameplay.
If they have voice acting.
Oh yeah.
Just feels whatchamacallit, shooters, and they could have good storylines.
Yeah, but they're usually generally short.
It's really short. I get motion
and a lot of the story happens during the action, so sometimes you have to sacrifice one or the other.
Yeah.
So sometimes I had to play Titanfall twice just to understand what was going on at some points, because people are talking to you while you're doing something really annoying. It's oh my god, there's a lot of enemies right now and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and then you're talking to me telling me or explaining to me what's going on. I don't understand you.
Yeah, no, I think...
No.
Yeah, that fighting games have too linear of a storyline.
Yeah.
It's oh no, I'm trying to either take over the world or...
Tekken 7 is a perfect example. It was so disappointing. I mean, it tells you the origin and the closing of the Mishima family, but that's about it.
So, yeah, I just need something to another form of movie /
Yeah, I want to be told a story.
Sometimes I'll even just go on YouTube and watch someone movify cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's what I did with Tomb Raiders. The new they look really good. They look fun to play with. It's just now that I have not as much time as I used to. I can fit 3 hours more than I could fit 72.
It's the triad that we were talking about. When we were young, we have 2 of them. Now we have 1.
Yeah, we either have.
And it has time, motivation, and money.
Yeah.
Back then we had 2. When we were
had
young,
motivation and time.
No money. Motivation and time was there. Nowadays, I only have time. Yeah. In your case, you only had money.
Right? Yeah. I have 1 of the 3.
Yeah.
Well, not even that anymore. I'm on disability,
so now you have time, but not the motivation to use the time wisely.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I
You just re-rolled your stats right there.
Exactly. I'll just go. That's why I watch that. Or if I want to, refill or re-go through Last of Us.
Yeah.
Just go on YouTube and watch the cutscenes. Well, they even put in because some of the storyline is actually during the action also.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually cut in those stuff too.
Yep.
So that's really good. Plus, I'll also go watch. They had a special Last of Us Live. Did you see that?
The one where they did the Les Mis one.
Well, on one part they sang, but yeah, they did. It was I think only 4 people.
Oh my god!
Like on it was Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, and trying to remember the 2 girls. One of them was Marlene.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the girl that died in the beginning?
God,
the friend,
the daughter, right?
No, not the daughter. The older lady that ran with Joel.
Oh yeah.
Her.
Yeah.
They had her.
The love interest, not really.
Ish. The partner.
Man, I was so disappointed when she ended up going.
Well, you wanted her and Joel to end up together?
No, it just added more. I guess what they were trying to go after was the whole loneliness thing.
Yeah.
The isolation and the loss. That was the theme.
Which I really, really liked.
I liked it too. And then all of a sudden, giraffes.
Yeah. When the giraffes...
That was just wow! And then color came into the screen.
There was a lot of green and stuff. Beyond the walls.
I know.
That was so nice.
North
I missed that game. I love that game.
I know.
I still that is one of my top 10 games.
Mm-hmm. Man. Recently, I think the only thing that really caught my attention was not only Zelda. Zelda was good just because it was it's new in the franchise.
It's new,
and it's all entirely physics based.
I really like Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild was really good.
It's up there with my favorite Zeldas.
Mm-hmm. And then too bad it just clashed with Horizon because they both came out around the same time.
Oh yeah.
And they were quite similar with the whole theme of open worldy exploring and bows.
Mm-hmm. and bows.
No, but yeah, up to this day, I'm still slowly pacing myself through Horizon. That one was a really good game too.
I just want to see because Zelda kind of gave us a little open world-ish feeling with Breath of... What was it? Not Breath of the Wild. It was Breath... What was the one with the boat?
Wind Waker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can sail wherever you wanted to, basically.
Uh-huh.
So...
Oh, yeah, Wind Waker was good, too.
I think it was one of the more underrated Zelda games.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't like it just because of the art direction.
I liked it. I liked the art.
I liked
the little cel shaded.
Yep.
Little that was. But I still think. What was it? It goes.
Because I honestly like that more. Actually, the Toon Link series
a
lot more than the Twilight Princess series, and a lot of people really like Twilight Princess.
I mean, I still think
Skyward Sword would be up there.
For me,
Breath of the Wild would be up there.
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past is definitely up there.
Ocarina
or Majora's
Mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Either, not both.
Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards more Majora's Mask.
And
then Breath of the Wild, for me.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is still on top. What else was good in E3? Assassin's Creed Origin was a good direction. I mean, I'm tired of Assassin's Creed, but at the same time, it was a bold move.
Where'd they go?
To the very beginning.
Which
ancient Egypt.
Egypt, yeah.
Ancient Egypt. Because that's a place I really want to take time to explore. Because if you think about it, it's just I'm tired of Rome. I'm tired of Italy.
You're gonna get lost in the desert.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they put a literal sense to eagle vision, where you actually have an eagle to scout for you.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was cool. So I want to see where that goes, because for the most part, this year's E3 was weak. Bethesda was getting weaker because they just started off really strong.
Yeah.
And then this year was just like that slideshow of Bethesda Land.
Didn't they like release some footage of the FF7 remake?
Not this year.
Was it last year that they did? Where it showed basically the intro of FF7?
Or
something
it
like
was,
that?
they did, I think that, God, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before.
I just saw it on my like Facebook timeline, so.
Yeah, no, but that wasn't this time. That wasn't this, I don't think it was this year. I think it was the year that they announced that it was going to be episodic. It was a 3-part episode.
So they're just basically chopping FF7 to 3 parts, like.
Yeah, so that way they can give us one early and then the next
and
one
while they're
after,
working on like.
Yeah, so they can give it to us in bits and pieces.
See, I'm okay with that, but the only problem is if they're gonna charge me 3 times a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to charge me. Like,
I would rather be given
like
maybe a $20 game plus a season pass than 3 episodes. Either that or a really cheap, 2020 or 2020 for a full.
If
60.
they do it as a $20 game, I'm fine with that. If they're gonna try and charge me $60 for each, f that noise.
See, I'm hoping that it's kind of like the Telltale games where it's actually tied into one game. Because that would be weird if it's like FF7 1, FF7 2, FF7 3. 3 different app starts. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No.
I think they would probably just do it as DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
I mean, the only thing is, I'd probably wait till all of them came out.
Yeah, I'd do
then
that
just
too.
get them in the whole group.
Yeah. What do you think they're gonna do with Final Fantasy 15 now that they're done with it?
I don't know. I stopped with 15. Like after I got the flying bat car, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. After that game, it was too sad.
Because the ending.
It was way too sad, and I still can't believe everybody kept arguing about the whole. This part was real. This part's not. This part is yada yada.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
It was dumb. I can't believe I even fueled the fire by making my own video of that.
Okay. What was the saddest part? The end was the saddest part to you? For me, the saddest part was when Ignis went blind.
Oh yeah,
that was the sad. And like, it sucked when you had to lead him and his blind ass.
Yeah,
like I didn't get angry because that motherfucker's blind, but it's just,
dude,
man.
And he still freaking fought Marlboro with you.
Yeah,
and he was the one with the brilliant idea of walking back and exploding the crap out of that.
Oh yeah, because that took like forever for me to figure out.
Yeah, because I was just like, where am I going?
Like,
it's not on the mini map either. It was just like, you need to retreat. Retreat where? And then you look over in the back and you see a circle actually on the floor.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh. And then he kept regenerating and regenerating. And
well, because I used to like, I'd level grind. So I was extra strong. So I'm like, nah, I should have killed this motherfucker already.
Yeah, same here. No, but it was a good direction for Final Fantasy. But
I liked it.
I don't know if they're going to end up doing...
Okay, for FF7, the remake, you think they're going to keep it turn-based?
No.
They're going to just...
I think they're going
the
towards
FF15 route?
Either the 15 route or the Crisis Core route, like the Kingdom Hearts, where it's kind of still, you select your action, and there's still kind of like a time between them. But I think they would end up being safe with the 15 route.
Yeah, I think they're going to go 15.
I think they're going to go 15 with like a hint of...
Because it flows
This
better.
is what it kind of looks like, or this is what modern turn-based looks like, kind of idea.
Because I think it flows better.
Because nowadays turn-based doesn't work with really beautiful looking games, in my opinion.
I think that,
Because especially now that Tetsuya Nomura is the one heading majority of everything now, really. Like, I feel like he's unifying the combat system for Square Enix. Because, like, if you think about it, Final Fantasy, when you think Final Fantasy, it's turn-based.
Yeah.
And then Kingdom Hearts came all of a sudden, and then now everything since Kingdom Hearts
is action-based.
Is starting to be molded from Kingdom Hearts.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, too. I mean, like, if you think about it, 15 isn't exactly action. Like, it's still kind of turn-based, because, like, when you commit to an action, you have to wait for that action to go. Like, there's a hidden loading bar where it actually...
Oh, if you turn on the waiting little
not
screen
just
thing?
the waiting, but in a sense where when you hit the attack button, you still kind of have to wait. It's not as if you hit the button and you attack right away.
Yeah.
You're casting your attack in a sense. Because like I think it's called blitz, right? Like your normal attack. You cast your attack. So if you think about it, it's still kind of turn-based, but it's a modernized turn-based. Like it's a faster Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Dragon Age Inquisition, like, is a perfect example of what not to do nowadays. Because those are like old school mechanics already. Like now, you kind of need more. Not just action, but it has to be dynamic. Like there has to be an action reaction immediately. It can't be something where, oh, attack, flinch, and then wait for the enemy to attack you and then flinch. It has to be a continuous cycle back and forth.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like that's the reason why I can't really get into a lot of MMOs.
Oh, because of the...
Yeah, because all of the skills are mapped out into a hotbar, and you cast all of your attacks
and all the cooldowns
and all the cooldowns, and yeah, and there's a hitbox and everything, and it kind of just removes you from the immersion.
Now it's just the waiting time for the most part.
Yeah, because like what next week is the only thing that I'm waiting for this month, to be honest, is August 8 is Hellblade, but it's made by Ninja Theory, and it's like in Viking lore, and she's like grieving deaths, and she's vengeful and stuff, so we're having a weird Norse take on psychosis kind of idea. It's made by the guys that made DMC, the Devil May Cry Ninja Theory, and a couple things before that. Other than that, August 25th, Japan releases Monster Hunter Double Cross for the Switch. So if you haven't made a Japanese account yet, make one. You can get the demo on the 10th. On the 10th.
This month?
Yeah, August 10th, next Thursday.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm waiting for is nothing that comes out soon. Spider-Man, Anthem, Monster Hunter World.
We don't even have a date for that.
Nope.
Mario at least comes out in September. Or October. Was it October? September. October.
Waiting is the best thing I can do, or I do. I can wait like the best of them.
What else happened this season? AX?
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, like, this season's anime is good, but still doesn't redeem the entire, 2 years of slow anime.
Yeah. I mean, there's been standouts.
Yeah.
But
My Hero Academia I still have to watch.
So good.
I have to start that.
Do it.
I'm glad that this season we have a couple good ones. Knights and Magic
was good.
Sayuki Blast is nice.
Was it Our Girl or something?
Aho Girl.
That's funny.
Yokai Apartment was good too.
Is good.
Oh yeah, I want to watch the one this week because I want to know what happens.
Faster Finger First.
Oh yeah, the quiz anime. Token Ranbu.
Token Ranbu.
I just like God, the animation for that. It's the same.
Yeah, the story is whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really nice looking.
Yeah.
It's
like
kind
her
of
water, if you ever notice, it's like CG water.
It's how I felt with God Eater.
Right.
Because the story didn't really.
It probably made. I wonder if they're the same people who did God Eater.
Maybe it could be.
Because it's Bandai Namco too.
Then probably.
Because I know Token Ranbu and the Tales series were made by the same people, or the animation at least for the anime. Speaking of which, Persona 5 is getting an anime next year.
I mean, Persona 4 had an anime.
Persona 3 had an anime movie. Quadrilogy?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Is it really a movie? Wasn't it just an OVA or something?
No, it was 4 movies.
It was actual movies?
An hour and a half long movies.
But yeah.
P4 had 2 24 episode series. So they had a 50 episodes, which is cool because they did a port for the PS Vita from the PS2 original.
Oh, okay.
So it was called Persona 4 Golden. So things were a little different.
Everything
so the anime
golden
tinge. No, but the anime did the same thing because what happened in the first series was it went from page bookend to bookend for the game, and in Golden, it was like a new game plus kind of idea. So it's just like, I don't remember having this much power kind of thing.
Yeah, other than that, for like AX wise, they did the world premiere of Tokyo Ghoul live action.
Oh yeah.
My brother said it was actually good.
Interesting.
What else happened? Freaking Asian COVID Generation had a fucking random pop-up concert
last minute. Everybody was
I was super pissed at.
I know.
Because I didn't get to go.
I know.
Because I didn't know it was going to be there, and if I did, I would have been there. Shit.
Dude, I would have bought some tickets and...
Hell yeah. I would have paid...
a day early.
Because... I love Asian COVID Generation.
I know.
It's one of my top...
I think my biggest takeaway for AX this year was that Gundam
lines.
model.
Oh, I was like, that lines suck.
God,
But
thank you for next year, by the way, because no more lines.
I swear,
everything is shipped now.
After next year, try and get the premiere passes, because my brother gets those, and like I've had them too. They oh man, like if you want to go see any panels or whatever, you get first dibs. You just walk up and like, trying to see this panel. Oh, you can come inside. You don't have to wait in that line. And then you have a special... I think they have a premiere lounge where they just give you like free drinks or something just to cool off.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
Maybe I'll think about it. Because now they're starting to change their policies when it comes to the ticketing.
Well...
Because like on the last day, it was like $56 for all 4 days. And then right after... noon the next day, it went up straight to 78.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're gonna do next year.
They're probably gonna do the same.
Yeah. Hopefully, because I do like the fact that I could just go ahead and do that, and then now everything is shipped to you.
Yeah.
Dude, like my friend Matt, he sent me or not, he didn't send me. He showed me the video of the lines. It wasn't as if it was a slow line.
No, the line.
There were dozens of check-in
workers,
counters. Yeah.
It just
was really
a shit
long.
show. Yeah. No. Same thing for Comic-Con used to have like super long ass lines just to get badges. Now that they send out badges, the only line is to pick up your lanyard and like your free tote bag, giant tote bag.
Oh yeah, the goodies when you walk in.
Whatchamacallit, that's, and like that goes...
They should just ship that too, for goodness sake.
No, because it's all random.
I see.
Because like, there was like maybe 9 different types of bags. That went from like Arrow, Flash, like I think Lego, like Ninjago,
right,
Supergirl. I think all of it was like CW stuff. Or no, some of them were like or Warner Brothers. All of them were Warner Brothers related, because like Justice League, the cartoon was also there, Big Bang Theory, and then they also gave, like this year they also gave a little Justice League pin. Oh, like I was lucky enough that I got 2 bags.
Was it like a JL?
No. What I got was Superman and Batman. And like in their Justice League costumes.
Nice.
And then I think my brother got Green Arrow. So I don't know if anyone else got like the Flash or anything. But the hardest one to get...
Now, the question is, which Flash did they use?
The movie Flash.
Okay.
The hardest one to get was Wonder Woman.
Why?
Because everyone wanted Wonder Woman. Because of the whole movie, Wonder Woman.
Oh, because of the hype of that.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really good movie. But
it was.
But like, every girl was looking for that Wonder Woman pin. So that, like the panels this year weren't that great because Game of Thrones started a week right before, so it's not like they could show us any like new stuff.
Yeah.
And then Walking Dead, they had a stunt guy pass away from when they were shooting, So, like, everyone was, like, super somber. And they're all, like, in the whole reminiscing mode. So they're like, oh, do you remember, like, the first time or back at season 1?
Right.
Stuff. And there was a lot of, I mean, there's some Fear the Walking Dead stuff. But...
Which is honestly, I find...
better, right?
More interesting now.
I mean...
Ever since Glenn died.
Well, the trailer for the next season is actually getting me back into it because it looks fucking dope.
It looks good, yeah.
But Fear the Walking Dead,
I think as soon as Netflix gets the, what is it now, 7?
The new season?
Or the season before the current one that's going to premiere soon.
So the Negan season.
The darker one.
the depressing timeline.
The depressing season.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Netflix gets it, I'm probably gonna start watching it, but I don't think I'd spend for it again.
And then
because before I used to spend per episode every time it comes out.
Yeah.
Watch it.
No, just wait for Netflix.
Yeah, because ever since Glenn died, it wasn't worth watching.
I know. The one agent in all the things.
Right? That's so sad. Well, folks, that is all for tonight's discussion. We hope you guys enjoyed. Chime in where it counts and share your thoughts with us. Stay tuned next week for a looking forward episode as we delve into September's launch lineup and which games we are looking forward to playing and telling. Any games you guys are enjoying right now or are looking forward to this month? I know I'll be playing Hellblade sometime this week and Monster Hunter Double Cross in a couple weeks to come. So until next time, TNHU signing out. Good night, folks.